afternoon. This is Ethan from EB China. Welcome to our live show today about high alloying casting and forgings. And as you know, we are internal business alloying casting and forging company limited. And the company normally we also call us as EB China. We are located in Wuxi, Jiangsu province, about 150 kilometers far away from Shanghai. So most of our high alloying, castings, and forgings are shipped from Shanghai port by sea or from Shanghai Pudong International Airport by air. And when we registered capital of our company in China is about 13.14 million Chinese yuan. And we have been the gold supplier of Alibaba International for more than 6 years. And the sales on Alibaba International so far we have sales more than 3 million USD. And so far, the TUB has come to our country to do the on-site assessment in the recent 2 years. And we have passed many different certifications, such as ISO 9001 Quality Management System Certificate, the ISO 14001 Environmental Management System Certificate, ISO 45001 Occupational Health and Safety Management System Certificate. And now I will show you more information about our ISO certificate. As you see, in my hand first is our certificate, which calls the Quality Management System Certificate, presented to Wuxi Internal Business Alloying Casting and Forging Company Limited. And this Quality Management System Certificate is about GBT 19001-116, ISO 9001 2015 requirements. And the certificate is valid for the following scope: supply of alloying castings and forgings. And the certificate number is about 052 053 21Q 300 55R0S. And the certificate date is on December 1st, 2021. And the certificate valid date from December 1st, 2021 to November 1st, 2024. And the date of international certificate is on December 1st, 2021. And the Unified Social Credit Code of the Certified Organization is about 913-202-11-9-1521927F. And this certificate is valid only if is used within the scope of approval and administrative precision and corporation certificate. And this is the ISO 9001 about 2015 requirements, which is the ISO certificate about the quality management system certificate. And then next I will show you another two ISO certificates. The next one is our environmental management system certificate presented to Wuxi Internal Police and Loin Casting and Forging Company Limited. And as you see, the environmental management system comply with GBT 24001-2016, ISO 14001, 2015 requirements, and the certificate is valid for the following scope: supply of alloy casting and forgings in the States. And the certificate number is about 05331E30032R0S. And the certificate date is on December 1st, 2021, and the certificate valid date is on December 1st, 2021 to November 1st, 2024. And the date of intental certification is on December 1st, 2021. The Unified Social Credit Code of Codified Organization is about 913-202-11-0915-21927F. And the next, I will show you our ISO certificate upon 45001, which is called the Occupational Health and Safety Management Certificate, presented to Wuxi Internal Police and Loin Casting and Forging Company Limited. As you see, my hand, which occupational health and safety management system complies with GBT 45001-2020 and all ISO 45001-2018 requirements. And the certificate is valid for the following scope: supply of alloy castings and forgings, and so on. The certificate number is about 05321S30031R0S. The certificate date is on December 1st, 2021, and the certificate valid date is from December 1st, 2021 to November 1st, 2024. And the date of entitled certification is on December 1st, 2021. And the Unified Social Credit Code of the Codified Organization is about 913-202-11-15-21927F. And this is our 3 main ISO certificate, which is about 9001, 14001, and 45001. And we also get the verified supplier certificate. As you see in my hand, is a verified supplier certificate, which certificate number is about 20881155-T, presented to Wuxi Internal Police and Loin Casting and Forging Company Limited. And the on-site assessment was conducted for our companies. This is our verified supplier certificate, and you can also see it on the screen. And the next, we also have a certificate which is about edited supplier certificate. As you see in my hand, it's also presented to Wuxi Internal Beliefs and Loring Casting and Forging Company Limited. And this on-site assessment is also by the organization called SGS and made in China.com. And next, we also win some local government or other cities government champion or other certificates from government. And we also won awards which called the Manufacturing Excellence and the Innovation Awards 2020. Yes, as you see, this Manufacturing Excellence and the Innovation Awards which presented to us Wuxi Internal Beliefs and Casting and Forging Company Limited. It also have many organizations like SGS, TUV, and other, and so on. And as you know, Wuxi Internal Beliefs and Casting and Forging Company Limited is not only a company, professional produce casting and forgings, and we may develop ourselves about new technology to design or to innovation some new products which you can use for many different industries. For example, we innovation boatless liners which you use for coal miner or other mine machines in the mine industry. And we also change the material to innovation, new lining bands called remake, and much lighter than the traditional liners, but it can work more than the traditional ones. And totally we have 22 patents about different products in different industries. The next is our company survive, which in Nano Beliefs and Loyal Casting and Forging Company Limited. The specialized in style of heat, wear, and corrosion resistant casting and forgings, and the machines and the protective items, and the global brand we call us ED with character E with B. And the next, yes, our main product and the service we can produce for you. There are totally 4 different parts. The first part is corrosion resistant castings, like 5 different material. First, like cobalt alloy, nickel alloy, copper alloy, and aluminum, and titanium alloy. For our first main product, we can produce for different shapes, different size. And secondly is our heat casting, about heat treatment, manufacture, graduated tubes, furnace rollers, melting cages, slave cords, green bars, furnace, heat vents, and so on. And the slave cords we can produce like a small one, like 10 tons, and the biggest one which is about 40 tons for a unit. And then the third part is our wheel castings about mainly 5 different parts. First part is hydrogen white iron castings. There's a good wheel materials for many industries like wire industry and so on. The next is the nickel hard white iron castings. Due to we added nickel in it, so it will be rustless. And the next is the cobalt monomer and lowing steel castings. It will be harnessed enough for some different industry for different products. And the next is the high steel castings. It's may use for the liners. Due to it means it should to overcome the oils when it be crashed, also or do some other processment. And the next part is wear parts for pressures. As my product I told you before, like jaw pressures, liners, or other wear parts. And the fourth important is our EV machines. If we can make the customer make consulting service and the long service life and the material selection for the grinding equipment, melting blow, fabric making machines, K95 mask machines, display mask machines, dry rig machines, and other industry robots. So if you are interested in these four main parts, our internal beliefs and knowing casting and forging company limited can produce. Please send us the inquiries to our Alibaba International so that we will study your drawings and so on to give you a feedback. This is our main introduction about our company, which we call as EV China. So if you are interested in our products, please send us your inquiries. You are always welcome. This is also my introduction for my company. Now let's welcome my colleague to his offer wonderful live show. Thank you. Now welcome my colleague.
Hello everyone, this is Cole from EV China. Next, let me introduce the crash. Home crash. Many crashers. Index. The concept one is the concept of pressure. Two is the application field of pressure. Three is the classification of pressure. Four is some parameters of the pressure. Many pressures are also called rock pressures, which refer to pressure machinery whose discharge has a particle size greater than 3 milliliters and accounts for more than 50% of the total discharge volume. According to the size of feeding and discharging, graduality crushers are often divided into coarse crusher, medium crusher, and fine crusher. In metallurgy, many chemical, cement, and other industrial sectors, a large amount of raw materials are used. Waste need to be processed by crushers per year. For example, in a beneficiation plant, in order to separate the useful minerals in the oil into monomers, it's necessary to use the crusher to crush the raw oil to the particle size required by the grading process. It's necessary to use crushing machinery to crush the raw materials to the particle size required by the next operation. In departments such as cooking plants, center plants, ceramic plants, glass industry, powder metallurgy, etc. Crushing machinery must be used to crush the raw materials to the particle size required by the next operation. In the chemical and electric power sectors, crushing and grading machinery crush and grinds raw materials, increasing the surface area of materials and creating favorable conditions for shortening the time of chemical reactions of materials. With the rapid development of industry and the rapid reduction of resources, the reuse of Western materials in the production of various departments is very important. The reprocessing of these Western materials needs to be crushed by crushing machinery. This is some applications of crusher. Classification. According to the way the crushing force acts, the crusher can be roughly divided into two categories: crusher and grading machine. Today, we may introduce the crusher. Generally handles larger pieces of material, and the product size is coarser. According to the crushing method and structural characteristics of the machine, roughly divided into 6 categories: jaw crusher, impact crusher, impact crusher, cone crusher, hammer crusher, roller crusher. The crushing chamber is composed of 2 jaw planes, a mobile jaw and a static jaw, which simulates the movement of the animal's jaws to complete the material crushing operation. Features. Jaw crusher is the preferred equipment for primary crushing. It has the characteristics of large crushing radius, uniform product size, simple structure, gravel work, simple maintenance, and income operation cost. One is low noise and less dust. The corrosion radius is large and the product size is uniform. The structure is simple, the work is reliable, and the operating cost is low. The lubrication system is safe and reliable. The replacement of parts is convenient, and the equipment maintenance is simple. 5 is the corrosion quality is deep and there is no danger, which improves the feeding capacity and the output. Equipment NG7 central machine NG7 is 50% to 30%. System NG7 is more than doubled. The adjustment range of the discharge open is large, which can meet the requirements of different users. Next, let invite my colleague Elvis to introduce the next part.
Hello everyone, this is Alex from China. Let me show you the project. The first one is the coal crusher. Coal crusher crushing machine suitable for road materials in energy, construction, road construction, chemistry, and circuit industry. According to different crushing principles and different product particle size, it is divided into many models. They are widely used in mining, smelting, building materials, highways, railways, water, consumers, and chemical industry, and many other sectors. The coal crusher has large crushing ratio, high efficiency, low energy consumption, uniform product size, suitable for medium and fine crushing of barriers, ores, and rocks. The features include higher production capacity, better quality. Due to the safety device, the downtime is greatly reduced. The machine body is a cast steel structure with reinforcement ribs set at the heavy duty part. With an adjuster, can quickly adjust the size of the brush and discharge material. Provide a screen protection device as a complete lubrication system to automatically shut down when the temperature is too high or the flow rate is too slow. The internal structure has coolers ovens which can effectively protect the equipment from dust and other small particles. The long survives life and strong applicability. And next is the impact crusher. The impact crusher is mainly used for metallurgy, chemical industry, building materials, hydropower, and other materials that often require rotation operations, especially for mobile storm operations such as highways, railways, and hydropower projects. It can be based on the type, scale, and size of raw materials to be processed. The different requirements of each materials adopt a variety of configuration forms. The feature includes the capture crusher is more effective in processing materials with a larger amount of moisture and effectively prevent materials from corroding. The impact crusher is applicable to a wider range of materials partners. It is convenient and practical to adjust the discharging particle size and the adjustment range required. The burning parts are small and the mental utilizer rate is high. The replacement of spare parts is simple and the maintenance cost is correspondingly reduced. And next is hammer crusher. Hammer crusher is a kind of equipment for crushing materials in the form of impact. It is divided into three types: single rotor and double. This is a one-stage crusher that directly crushes materials with a maximum particle size of 600 to 1,800 to 25 or below 25. The hammer crusher is suitable for crushing medium other materials such as slag, coal, and other materials in cement, chemical, electric power, metallurgy, and other industry sectors. And the features include larger crushing ratio, high production capacity. The product is uniform and there is little overpower per minute. Low energy consumption per unit product, simple structure. The equipment is lightweight and easy to operate and maintain. Reliable mechanical structure, high production efficiency, and good applicability. And next, I will invite my colleague to introduce you.
还有10分钟，最起码讲10分钟。
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Terry from EB channel. Today I'm going to show you our product hammer crusher. Here is it. Hammer crusher is a kind of equipment for crushing materials in the form of impact. It is divided into two types: single rotor and double rotor. There is one stage crusher that directly crushes materials with particle size of 600 and 1,800 to 25 or 25 meters. The hammer crusher is suitable for crushing medium hard materials such as limestone, slag, coal, and other materials in cement, chemical and electrical power, and other industrial systems. When it comes to its features, it has four. First, larger crushing radius, high production capacity. 2. the product is uniform, and there is nature of power phenomenon. 3. No energy consumption per unit product. Simple structure. 4. The equipment is light in weight and easy to operate and maintain. Reliable structure, high production, and good application. The next is the roll crusher. The roll crusher uses one pair or two pairs of side rotating round rolls to crush materials. The materials falls between the two rolls through the under feeding part of the equipment. And is brought into the gap between the two rolls by friction and is gradually crushed. And the finished material mix from the lower part. When encountering materials that are too hard to be broken, the rolls reject to increase the gap between the rolls. And the over hard materials fall is the reaction of cycles and or springs. The rolls returns to the original gap, thereby protecting the machine and adjusting the gap between the two rolls. You can control the particle size of the product. The features of it is commonly used roller crushers have the following advantages. Simple structure, convenient maintenance, and no cost. There is mainly suitable for coarse and intermediate crushing of brighter materials in need. Chemical, coal, and other industries. Its feed size is large, and the output size is adjustable. Especially in the coal industry, the use of this machine to crush raw coal can be directly crushed, as long as it undergoes iron removal, impurity removal, and no removal. The rushed materials have uniform particle size and no exceed crushing rate, which simplifies the core preparation process and reduce investment and production costs. Based on only some common classifications are introduced in hectare. There will be more and more detailed, such as gyratory crusher, compound crusher. According to different purposes, the parameters of concern are slightly different. Some common ones are unit size, ultimate size, output, power. Price is not the only factor, but to set the choice according to one's own needs in order to save time and cost. Okay, that's all my today's lecture. Thank you for your watching.
Hi everyone, this is Carmen from ED China. Next I will introduce the little balls. This is our catalog. First, I will introduce the titanium balls. Diameter. This product diameter is 25 120. And the material is DR2 and DR5. The second product I will introduce the cast board. The diameter is 12.7, 15, 17, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and 100, 110, and 125, and 140, and 150. The material is CR2, CR10, CR12, CR15, CR17, and CR26. Next, I will introduce the introduction of titanium. Titanium and its alloys are characterized by lightweight, high strength, strong heat resistance, and corrosion resistance is known as the metal of the future. It is a structural material with precisely fitted future. Titanium is widely used in chemical, medical, construction, and automobile industries because of its corrosion resistance and heat resistance, high specific strength, and low density. The applications of titanium in the chemical industry is mainly used for reactor, heat exchanger, reactor, concentrator, and various anti-corrosion chemical accessories, strains, soft flange, and soft parts. In the metal field, it is mainly used for surgical implants and other medical materials. It can also be used for car parts, bicycle rammers, and building roofs and decoration. You can see this is the photos of titanium balls. We pack it. You will pack it in cartons. The introduction of titanium balls. Titanium balls can be used for different purposes according to other materials and specifications. They can be used for jewelry and human production. They can also be used in the medical industry and the material is TC4CLI. This is a titanium ball picture. This is the process of casting and packing. We pack it in carton. The process technology. Let's let the processing into a round flat ball and then bringing out a certain degree of roundness. After manual polishing, the surface will achieve a mirror effect. This is the product processing process. You can see this picture. This picture is our quality certification. This picture showed us a contract number. Commodity that the product commodity is titanium. The designation is GRT. The condition is annual. The certification is STMB 348. You can see the size, heat number, lot number, quality, net weight, and the chemical composition. You can see the requirement, result, requirement, reducible strength, other include water inspection, ultrasonic inspection, dimensional inspection. We hereby certify that the material described above has been tested and complies with the terms of the contract confirmation inspection and dimensional control without complaints. This is our other quality certification. Through this picture, you can see the price list of titanium balls. You can see the name, the diameter, the unit price, and the surface finish. This is our other product. The price list of titanium balls. Titanium balls quality, less 15% pieces, the price increased 35%. Through this picture, you can see the cast balls. The introduction of high aluminum alloy casting balls. High aluminum alloy cast ball, high aluminum wet cast iron grinding ball, high aluminum steel ball, simply called high aluminum ball. Most domestic wear-resistant material enterprises are mainly based on the intermediate focusing electric furnace by smelting the high-quality scrap and aluminum alloy materials after reasonable matching. And nickel alloying has tempering the metal iron and adding unique metal mold and mold casting molding process. Then after high temperature coating and tempering treatment to obtain martensite matrix in order to achieve higher hardness and wear resistance. Applications of high aluminum alloy cast balls. High aluminum alloy casting balls are widely used in powder preparation and ultrafine deep processing of industries such as cement building materials, little mines, coal survey, thermal power, chemical engineering, ceramic casting, light industry, paper making, magnetic materials, and other industries. The product has high hardness, low abrasion, good toughness, and less crashing. During use, the surface hardness of the hair will be further improved, and the wear resistance will be enhanced. At the same time, productive capacity of the mill will be improved, and the specific surface area of cement and the recovery rate of concentrate will be improved. HRCO aluminum alloy cast balls. In terms of composition, there are talking of different materials from low aluminum to high aluminum, which can be described as a wide variety. The other in order to standardize industry standards and let people have a clear understanding of the aluminum alloy casting balls. the GGRT17445 to 2009 National Standard for Casting Breeding Force stipulates that the low terminal ball percent is 1% to 3%, and the hardness HRC more than 45. Multiple alloy or terminal content 4% to 6%. Hardness HRC more than 47. Vacuum terminal alloy for terminal constant 7% to 10%. Hardness HRC more than 48. High terminal alloy for terminal constant more than 10% to 14%. Hardness HRC more than 58. Vertical high terminal ball with terminal constant exceeding 14% and hardness HRC more than 58. High terminal alloy cutting ball. Most of the breeding media used in my country's cement industry are mainly high terminal balls. With the development of cement breeding technology, the specific surface area and the standard requirements of cement are more than beneficial. As a cement company, it is particularly important to select and correct material for the grinding body. The abrasive body with high operation resistance not only improves the breeding efficiency, reducing the time of stopping and replenishing the ball and the number of opening and folding. Mentoring the gradation and charge for the for long time, but also extends the clearance growth and reduce the global industry of workers. It is a great significant to reduce and the people, ensure the quality of the algorithm and reduce the power consumption and the consumption of the breeding body. You can see this. This is the press list of CR test balls. This product includes the diameter about 180, 16, 40, 20, and 5.7. You can see the United press. The the diameter 100 unit presses is 1068.00 per ton. And the diameter 80 united press is 1,079 per ton. And the diameter 60, the united press is 1,180 per ton. And the diameter 40, the united press is 1,149 per ton. And the diameter 12, the united press is 1,189 per ton. And the diameter 5.7, the united press is 1,279 per ton. Thanks for your watching, and I will welcome my next colleague to introduce the next product.
Hello everyone, this is Hannah from Maybe China. This is Tim from Maybe China. Next, let us introduce the new concept of fine brushing and grading technology in cement and mining industries. Based on the theory of Bell-Mile system and the narrowing system, exposed the comprehensive application of science and technology in the fine brushing and grading process, and puts forward a new concept of cement and mine brushing and grading technologies with the analysis of the working condition and the operation of each working part of the formula. This is the introduction. Cement and mining industries are the basic industries in the national economy. They have the characteristics of the sustainability, low volume, and high energy consumption. Therefore, high efficiency and low consumption are permanent topics in the cement and mining industries. Throughout the domestic and foreign markets, there are large ups and downs and fierce competition. And the ultimate goal of enterprise competition is quality and cost. Therefore, technological upgrading and equipment optimization should be the top priority of current enterprise development. Project technical background. 1. Crushing and grinding production lines are widely used in the production of mining, cement, electric towers, chemical industry, building materials, and other industries. It plays a pivotal and fundamental role in the traditional manufacturing industry, and it's also the main link for
coal mining, cement, and other enterprises to improve efficiency and reduce consumption. After all, oil such as gold, silver, copper, iron, and tin are mined. They need to go through primary crushing, medium crushing, fine crushing, and then through grinding process to select fine oil power. Every year, nearly 2.4 billion tons of cement, raw materials, and chemicals are crushed underground, and the processing about 1.7 billion tons of polyester nickel-fired power plants must be crushed before it is injected into the furnace for combustion and power generation.
In 2019, China produced 9.96 million tons of steel. Based on the average iron content of 3.3 billion tons of iron allowed to be crushed that year. Cobalt, gold, chromium, and other metal mines have similar production processes. The gravel and sand used in concrete should be broken and then broken before it can be applied to all kinds of construction projects. Crushing and grading processes consume about 4 million tons of wear-resistant materials every year. The power consumption of crushing and grading takes up nearly 70% of the whole production process. Therefore, the improvement of crushing and grading production technology is the main direction for enterprises to achieve energy saving, consumption reduction, and benefit improvement.
This makes of current crushing and grinding progress. Number 1. Ball mill is called low efficiency machine. In fact, it is misunderstanding. People do not really understand the ball mill. It is the disabled machine with the grinding process. Number 2. The ball mill has been around for more than 100 years. Over the past 100 years, great changes have taken place in the grinding process. The building particle size of the ball mill has changed from about 200 millimeter in sample production about 1 millimeter in modern mass production.
Number 2. About the new concept of crushing process. Crushing and grading production is the main link in cement production and mine beneficiation. And its power consumption accounts for nearly 70% of the entire production process. Therefore, the improvement of the crushing and grading production process is the main goal of the enterprise to achieve energy saving, consumption reduction, and efficiency improvement.
The significance of the new concept progress, especially the working state of the ball mill under the new material conditions and efficiently combined with the lower prices. Vertical mile and other medium and fine crushing measures improve the output to reduce energy consumption, improve the particle form, optimize the particle structure, and obtain the optimum performance of the cement. All significantly improve the beneficiation rate.
Next is the ball mill ceramic lining lid, our contested products. We put forward the ball mill system energy theory, and according to the system energy theory, is a ball mill grading process to make effort making changes, design and launch ceramic lining lid and metal ball combination. To increase output and reduce consumption, the proportion of ceramic is only about 47% of steel, which can reduce the weight of lining lead by more than 15%, improve the efficiency of formula, and reduce the energy consumption of formula. Ceramics have extremely high real resistance, greatly reducing the running cost and the maintenance rate of the formula.
This is the photos of ceramic liner plants. This is our symbol. It's very heavy. Yeah.
This is the significance of the new conceptual process. Number one, establishing the working state of the formulas under the new material condition. Number two, effectively combining it with the roller press. Number three, increasing the output. Number four, reducing energy consumption. Number five, improving particle shape. Number seven, optimizing particle structure. Number eight, striving for the highest strength of assignment.
Reduce 90% of the bulk of the area, which not only reduces the manufacturing cost and accessories of the ball mill, increasing the strength of the battery formula, but also eliminates the limited power and material and greatly improves the working environment of the workers.
The preliminary experiment on this project. Our new conceptual grading process has been used commercially on cement mills with diameters of 3.8 meters and 4.2 meters. And number two, ceramic lining lead is used in industrial application with metal grading board on cement mill with diameter of 3.8 meters.
Number one, in the cement mile with a diameter of 7.2 multiply 13.5 meters. The output of 42.5 grams cement standard is as high as 290 tons, and the powder consumption is about 24 degrees per pound. The output is about 213 tons, and the power consumption is about 3 to 3 degrees per pound when the traditional desire is using the same type of oil standard. Seven. The ceramic ball mill leaning board has been used in Tianjin, Zhenjiang cement, Zhenjing cement effective for more than 60 months. It has been verified by the customer that the desire is nature and stable, and the wear-resisting performance is extremely ideal, which determines the development declaration of the formula meeting both in the future and its import making product.
Next is the experimental results. Here an industrial test of 3.8 multiplied 30 meters diameter cement mill. A single big mill composed of a combined self-cementing board liner has been successfully run for 7 years. Compared with the traditional mill, the output has been increased by 13%. The power consumption per ton is about 25 degrees, and more importantly, the service life of the wear-resistant materials has been increased by more than 15%.
In conclusion, number one, the new concept of crushing and grinding technology has increased the output of the bone mill by more than 20%, save about 20% of the electricity, and extend the life of the wear-resistant materials by more than 50%.
Number two, under the new working conditions, the work tasks of the existing formulas have undergone a fundamental change. It is necessary to fully study the formulas and use comprehensive technology to improve the effective power of the formulas.
Number three, the ball grinding variety of formula is of the no practical significance. Only the ball with a uniform ball diameter has inaugurated the grinding ability.
Number four, the single chamber mill composed of a variety of liners with different surface shapes can greatly increase the output of the mill and greatly reduce the power consumption.
Number five, excellent wear-resistant material is the basis of the new concept of crushing and grinding technology.
Number six, in the ball mill system energy theory, ceramic liners and the metal boards will be the best combination, and it can effectively reduce hexavalent thermal pollution.
In the new concept of the ball mill system engineering, whether it is cement or mix, whether it is dry or wet grinding processes, we do not hesitate the recommendation cement, ceramic, liners. Our show is the end. Let's welcome to our next colleague.
Hello, this is Olivia from China.
Hello, this is Yoda from China.
Today we will introduce the
No waiver machines for you. As no-weather fabric can only be used as civilian medical products, generally used in the packaging field. So in the machinery design, the as no-weather fabric machine tries to make the no-weather fabric stiff. But after a special process, the softness of as-no-weather fabric is better than that of untreated SS fabric, which is suitable for sensitive materials. As-no-weather machine chemical process from measuring and mixing device from change and recycling device screw explainer and then treated milk and battery pump spelling container and then auto spelling and next treating device and forming speaker. As EB's classes of as-no-weather machines. First, 1600 mm type as-no-weather production line. Its EXW price is 400,000 USD per cent. Shipping date is 19 to 180. Its production capacity is 4 to 5 tons per 24 hours. Its speed is 150. Install capacity is 280 kW. Power consumption is 800 kW per hour. Machine size is 10 and 20 and 10.5. Number 2,400 mm type as-no-weather production line. Its EXW price is 582,000 USD per cent, which index is 90 to 180. Production capacity is 6 to 7. Speed is 150. Install capacity is 320 kW. Power consumption is 800 kW per hour. Machine size is 14 and 20 and 10.5. The third type is 3,200 mm type as-no-weather production line, and its EXW price is 728,000 US dollars per seat, and its shipping date is 19 to 180 days. Its production capacity is 9 tons per hour. Speed is 115 meters per minute. Install capacity is 400 kW and its power consumption is 800. And the machine size is 17 and 20 and 10.5. SS-no-weather fabric is made by hot rolling of 2 layers of weight. The cloth coating of double S is thicker than that of S and can be used on medical silicone
mass. In addition, the action and quality of double S are stronger than the single S. Double S non-woven machine fabrics are mostly used for fabric materials. Generally used in disposable masks, surgeon gloves, isolation cloths, laboratory gloves, nose caps, surgical caps, doctor caps, surgical pipes, maternity pipes, first aid pipes, diapers, pillowcases, sheets, towels, shoes towels, and other disposable medical consumer materials. And the double X non-woven machines chemical process. First, we add double P adventure fuel and measuring and mixing device. And then screw examiner search the milk and put it into pipe and measuring cup and spanning device and weight forming and lap winder and slipper and the final product is finishing. It is price of double X machine. The first price is 1,600 millimeter pipe. Double X non-woven production line. Its EXW price is 728,000 US dollars per set. Its shipping date is 90 to 180 days. Its production accuracy is 8 to 9 tons per hour, and its speed is 300 minute. Its natural capacity is 400, and its power consumption is 800 kW per hour. Machine size is 10 and 13 and 10.5. The second type is 2,400 millimeter type. Double X non-woven production line. Its EXW price is 928 and 8,000. Its shipping date is 19 to 118 days. Production capacity is 12 to 13 pounds. 24 hours. Speed is 300 meter minute. Its natural capacity is 515. Its power consumption is also 800 kW per hour. Its machine size is 14 and 13 and 10.5. The third 3,300 type double X non-woven production line. EXW price is 1,273,000 USD per set. Its shipping date is 90 to 180. Production capacity is 16 to 17. Speed is 300 meters per minute. Install capital is 615. Power consumption is 800 kW per hour. Machine size is 70 and 30 and 10.5. SSS non-woven product perform eating per hormone or line as raw material. After delayed as dye heat are grid into and made online at the same time, and they are hot rolled. They have better uniformity and flexibility than S or double S. SSS no ribbon. The main applications first, SSS no ribbon fabrics are used in symmetry materials, metals, hydrophilic layers of symmetry, castings, complete motor films, and so on. Second, SSS non-woven fabrics are used in medical treatment, surgical gloves, protective clothing, hats, masks, thermal suits, caps, and so on. Third, the SSS non-woven fabrics are used for protection, greenhouse clothes, plant pest control, coat protection, sun protection, and so on. 4. SSS non-woven fabrics are used in packaging, suits, shopping bags, gift bags, candy bags, meeting bags, bus covers, food packaging, shoes, leather, luggage, mattresses, sofa linens, storage boxes, and automotive, home decoration, waterproofing, filter clothes, roadways, clothes for breakwaters, and so on. As another machine chemical process is adaptive and adaptive to measuring and mixing device and the screw expander, then search and mill, and then put it into high-sense pipe, and then measuring top and cleaning container, and they are also techniques, and they are into 20 device and forming products and container and cylinder and slipper, and then the final product is finished. Giving prices of SS non-woven machine. The first type is 1,600 millimeter type SSS non-woven production line. Its EFW price is 1,485,000 US dollars per seat. Its shipping date is 19 to 118 days. Production capacity is 13 to 14 tons per 24 hours. Its speed is 300 meters per minute. The schedule capacity is 630 kW. Its power consumption is 800 kW per hour. Its machine size is 10 and 13 and 10,500. The second type is 2,400 millimeter type SS non-woven production line. Its EFW price is 1,628,000 US dollars per seat. Its shipping date is 19 to 118 days. Its production capacity is 20 to 21 tons per 24 hours. Its speed is 300 meters per minute. The schedule capacity is 800 kW. Its power consumption is 800 kW per hour. Its machine size is 14 and 13 and 10,500. The third
is 3,200 type SSS non-wafer production line. Its EF double type is 2,000. Shipping rate is 90 to 180 days. Production capital is 27 to 28. Width is 300 meters per minute. Install capital is 1,100 kilowatts. Power consumption is 800 kilowatts per hour. Machine size is 7 feet and 30 and 10,500. SMS non-wafer separation channel. The melter blow and small bond non-wafer is a complete non-wafer fabric. SMS vertical non-wafer fabric. Product performance. Pure chlorine as the raw material. High vertical and horizontal strength. High filtrability and support field. Large air permeability. High process resistance and pseudo toughness. SMS non-wafer. Main applications of SMS medical non-wafer fabrics. SMS medical non-wafer fabrics are used in healthcare, surgical gloves, insulation clothes, patient clothes, medical gloves, bags, and so on. SMS medical non-wafer fabrics are used in label production, protective clothing, car covers, motorcycle covers, plaster covers, spray and clothes, brand coats, and so on. SMS medical non-wafer fabrics are used in tourism products, beach umbrellas, beach clothes, recycling bags, and so on. SMS medical non-wafer fabrics are used in cleaning products, baby diapers, adult inconvenience pads, pour-up pumps, battery heating pumps, battery station products, and so on. SMS non-wafer fabric is widely used in many places like non-wafer for baby diapers, non-wafer for adult diapers, and for sanitary napkins, and medical products, and diapers, and cat pads. This is SMS non-wafer machines total process. As we can see, it's very completed and need many energy and level and power. So this product is very good. This is the SM non-wafer machines technical process. And the process is very complicated too. So
Profiles and then typical products. So the process is very complicated. Yes. As it is this package of SM non-labor machine. First one, 1,600 mm type SMS non-labor production line. Its EXW price is 1,820,000 USD per cent. Shipping date is 90 to 180. Production factor is 10 to 11. Speed is 300 meters per minute. Install factor is 760 kW. Power consumption is 1,100 to 1,400 kW per hour. Machine size is 60 and 30 and 10.5. The second, 2,400 mm SMS non-labor production line. The EXW price is 2,500,000 Shipping date is 90 to 180. Production capital is 15 to 16 tons per 24 hours. Speed is 300 meters per minute. Install capital is 950 kW. Power consumption is 1,100 to 1,400 kW per hour. Machine size is 80 and 30 and 10.5. The third is 3,200 mm type SMS non-ribbon production line. Its EXW price is 2,910,000 US dollars per seat. Its shipping date is 19 to 180 days. Its production capacity is 20 to 21 tons per 24 hours. Its speed is 300 meters per minute. Its installed capacity is 1,250 kW. Its power consumption is 1,100 to 1,400 kW per hour. Its machine size is 20% and 30 and 10.5. Here are videos for 2.4 meter SMS machine intake.
sheets. SMMS Naviva Scandial Naviva fabric, healthy brown Naviva fabric, hot air Naviva fabric can provide a single hydrophilic multiple hydrophilic partial hydrophilic hydrophilic softness super soft smoothness elasticity according to customer needs. Antiseptic, anti-agent, anti-bacterial, flame retardant, and other functional finishing and flexible to provide a variety of differentiated products. The products are mainly used in sanitary napkins, diapers, adult conditions products, such as the surface layer, diversion layer, coating layer, face film, and so on. Products are also widely used in surgical gloves, surgical caps, masks, isolation protective clothing, chemical protective clothing, medical and health fields, as well as packaging materials, solar slabs, home decoration, filter materials, clothing, shoes materials, camera webs, battery spacers, public webs, coated face fabrics, agricultural harvest fabrics, the textiles and other industry and agricultural fields. EV's prices of SMMS Naviva threatening machine. And the first is the 1600 millimeter type SMMS Naviva production line. Its AXW price is 2,515,000 US dollars per seat. Its shipping date is 90 to 180 days. Its production capacity is 30 to 40 pounds per 24 hours. Its speed is 200 meters per minute. Its inspector capacity is 1,100 kW. Its power consumption is 1,100 to 1,400 kW per hour. Its machine size is 18 and 14 and 10.5. The second type is 2,400 millimeter type SMMS Naviva production line. Its EXW price is 3,273,000 and its shipping date is 19 to 180 days. Its production capacity is 21st to 27 tons per 24 hours. Its speed is also 400 meters per minute. Its inspector capacity is 1,315 kW. Its power consumption is also 1,100 to 1,400 kW per hour. Its machine size is 20 and 40 and 10.5. The third is 3,200 type SMMS Naviva production line.
Its EXW price is $3,640,000 per set. Shipping date is 90 to 180. Production factor is 28 to 30. Speed is 4,420. Install factor is 1,700 kW. Power consumption is 1,100 to 1,400 kW per hour. Machine size is 22 and 40 and 10.5. Service. First, we can provide video installation support and 24-hour online technical support. Second, if your company permits, we can arrange our engineer to go to the site to supervise the installation and commissioning. Your company only needs to be responsible for the round trip airfare of our installation and commissioning personnel and the cost of local meals and accommodation. If you want to know more detailed information about these machines, if you need to buy or are interested in our non-woven machines, please contact us. We are looking forward to working with you. That's all for this part. Let's welcome our colleague to introduce his products. Thank you.
This is from Low TV channel. Today I will introduce our heat treatment lighting kettles and slang pot. Like this. And these lighting kettles include the three parts. Part one is the casting metal kettles, and the part two is our casting slang pot, and the part three is our welding lighting kettles and slang pot. Okay. Like this picture, this is our lighting kettles castings, and the first one is our welding lighting kettles, and another picture is our castings lighting kettles. This production progress is casting, sand casting, and this lighting kettles progress and welding, and we often use the Q3, 4, 5 material to make the welding lighting kettles like this, and that includes the lunch and some small parts. And another making kettles, castings, we use the material is carbon steel, like VG230 and 570. And sometimes we also use the cast iron, like QT 603 or some HT 250. Okay, about the making kettles. The making kettles is used to make some new products like this pictures and some products like this. And this is our catalog. The making kettles. And about our castings making kettles. We often production that with our drawings or per your style for more information. And our material grade including the lens steels, carbon steel, and heat resistant steels. And some heat resistant casting iron. And our formulate as per the natural study and some GDP study. And our production progress that including the sand casting progress and forging progress. And we also use the machine progress like some drilling and turning. Also we do heat treatment and like our pictures castings. Making kettles. This is our shape in circle pot. And this making kettles, the OD size is more than 3,600 millimeter, and the high side is about 1,850 millimeters. So this making kettles is big, and the weight is about 9.6 tons per piece, very high. And our material is BS300 and A4. And we sometimes we also call them VG230 and 560. And our packing. And we do the raw machine about the flash side. And our capitation of the 10 toes, 20 toes, and 15 toes, 300 to